Breaking news. The Democrats is really standing for their goddamn mascot. They looking like a bunch of jackasses, donkeys, standing in front of the Department of Education, realizing D.O.E, Department of Government Efficiency, is going after all of them. The ones that lie to us, that works for the deep state, that works for the global elites, are coming for Elon and Trump because they lied to the American people. Frivolous money and spending and the evils that y'all have with fucking coercion towards the other countries and states telling us we should all love gay people and be gay and gender affirming is a thing to do, which is not. And not putting God first. None of these programs that they got caught with dealing and willing with had anything about dealing with God or getting closer to God or any type of financial prospects for younger people or adults. It's crazy. They're a bunch of clowns, man. Check this news clip out.
Democrats tried to force entry into the Department of Education. A security staffer, one lone guy, standing in the breach at the doors. Take a listen.
We're coming in. We're coming in. Don't lock the door. We're coming in. Who are you?
You're not coming in.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you, sir?
Do you have business here?
I've sent the secretary, I've sent the assistant secretary a letter, alerting her that we would be here today, and we've got...
No, you no longer have business in the government that Trump is running, because the simple fact of it is, your business dealing and willing caused this demise of the country. We were in the apocalypse the past 4 years. Now we're adjusting to go into the golden era. You have no longer, you cannot stand here. You are not allowed to enter, sir.
Asked her for a meeting.
Yeah, I don't know that that's been accepted, sir, until that's
And what do you do here?
What are you doing here?
security responsibility.
Get out of the way. We pay you for your job. We pay you.
We're members of
We pay you.
No. Maxine Waters, you didn't pay him. You paid everyone else around the country in the world besides paying our salaries and taking care of the needs of American people. You paid fucking Yemen. You paid fucking Afghanistan. You paid Afghanistan $300 million to control the farming and stuff like that to bring in the poppy seeds. That's why there's been an explosion in opioids and heroin addiction in the states, because Barack Obama started the bullshit with the Bush administration. You took over Afghan and the poppy seeds to bring that's why certain companies got exploited. Pfizer's one of them that lost $44 billion for the opioid pandemic. Y'all made another $100 billion after the vaccine pandemic with the bullshit with COVID-19. And yes, YouTube, you take my video down talking about COVID-19 wasn't a hoax, I'm sending you to Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is going to buy YouTube as well, because y'all keep infringing on my goddamn constitutional rights, my First Amendment of freedom of speech, because this is all true. Look it up, YouTube.
We haven't heard that from the secretary. We've heard that from the spokesman.
I'm relaying that.
You are not the spokesman for the department. You are a security guard.
Can you identify yourself?
We're members of
Where's your bag? Where's your bag? Where's your ID? Identification. Where's your ID? Where's your ID?
We are not.
It's not good enough.
We are not a threat to security. We're members of Congress and we want to ask a question.
If we walk into the White House...
Wow, this looks all familiar. It sounds like this looks like a January 6th situation going on right here. That they try to say Trump employed the January 6th. Look at what the donkeys, jackasses is doing right now.
Without having to go through magnetometers.
Can we get someone?
This is an outrage. This is an outrage.
I'd like to speak with someone who works here.
So what are you going to do? You're going to beat us up if we go in?
I mean, you're gonna,
We want you to move out of the way.
Steamrolling.
This guy right there, this guy right here,
Inside, sir.
he is amazing. This guy right here, holding his composure with all these idiots.
my role is to make sure that...
What authority do you have to block members of Congress from the oversight? You don't have oversight responsibility.
Look at that boy holding his composure. Look at him.
What authority can you deny members of Congress
Look at
their
him.
oversight role?
Look at him.
You don't have business reason to be here.
You do not have authority, sir.
Sucking dick. Get the fuck out of here.
There is no authority for you to deny members of Congress their oversight responsibility.
We're the
You got an
appropriate.
appointment, then you're on a guest list, we will let you in.
to be on a guest list. Is what you're saying? Is what you're saying?
Or you have to have an escort.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask my question? Are you telling me today that you have to be on a guest list in order to come to the Department of Education?
Either we are informed in advance if somebody's coming, or
They know we're informed of that. 94 members of Congress,
take you where you're going.
sir, 94 members of Congress signed a letter asking the acting secretary for a meeting and to answer a simple question. And she's
I'm
apparently
not aware of the meeting.
So you have to be on a guest list to enter.
Prediction Essential, love me or hate me, there's no in between. So it seemed like the donkeys, jackasses of the Democratic Party is crashing out. Obviously, you can't get into the Department of Education. That's a lone wolf security guard right there. He should get a medal. Keeping Margaret, what's her name, Maxine Waters, all them scumbags out of there, because these are the scumbags that try to play Trump during the insurrection of January 6th of 2021, which wasn't. Then this is an actual coup right here. Them trying to run down on the Department of Education, and she's down with the Trump administration. That's why she still got her job. And all these fools, 93 members of Congress that actually signed off on bullshit and sent out money everywhere else. $330 million to Afghan farmers to control the poppy seeds. Look it up, bro. The bullshit war on terror was just to bring heroin back in. Heroin was a drug to control the population. You know how many overdoses we got because of heroin? Opioids, they was controlling the population, bro. Because crack cocaine wasn't killing niggas. Crack cocaine substituted heroin back in the 70s because they wanted their customers to keep coming back so they could make money. As soon as they realized niggas was having crack babies, exploiting babies, and children going, they couldn't control it. So they brought heroin and opioids back in to control the population and control people not doing what they need to do and surviving and not being addicted. So now when you're addicted to opioid or heroin, you go on methadone. That's another bullshit step. You can't live without heroin. Your body literally breaks down after you start fucking with that shit. It's the most highly addictive fucking drug next to Xannies, Perks, E-Pip. It's very highly addictive. Heroin is the fucking danger zone. Niggas start using heroin, he's in the danger zone. He's never coming back. I tell you that shit right now. Whether you sniff it or you put it in your arm or whatever, you're never coming back. You think you're coming back, but you're not. Because now you're on a methadone to keep your head clear to stay off that shit. You're never the same person because that shit literally eats away at your brain cells like methamphetamine, crystal, all that shit that comes in. So now these niggas is crashing out because Trump pulled their card and Elon Musk is burning the building down because y'all use all the money for your own bullshit. Laundering money to $700 million to a trucking company with no LLC, no EIN, nothing. And he got, this so-called company got $700 million. No, it went into the pockets of these motherfuckers. Look at Letitia Fannie Willis from ATL. She makes $161,000 a year as a prosecutor. She's sitting on $10 million in her bank account right now because why? She went after Trump and they rewarded her for it. All this money laundering shit is going down, bro. It's real. It's right in front of your fucking face. This country doesn't need division. We need unification. Okay, cool. I understand that. The legal migrants that commit criminal crimes and stuff like that, raping and pillaging and fucking robbing and beating women with guns and robbing and killing everybody, they gotta go. The other migrants that actually came here for their lives, okay, cool. But illegally, you cross the border. So you have to go back and come back legally. It is what it is, bro. It's the law. It's a statute, 1326. It's been around forever, whatever, right? Maybe I got the number wrong, whatever. But the factor is, these niggas need to be in fucking handcuffs. They literally causing a fucking scene right here in front of the Department of Education, I believe in Washington, causing a scene right now, just like the January 6th so-called riots, which he just exonerated because it was a bunch of bullshit with the FBI. This shit is fucking amazing. They're crashing out right in front of your eyes. Check out the next clip.
Well, I see the same ones. I see Maxine Waters, a lowlife. I see, all these people. They don't love our country. They don't love our country. We want great education. So they rank 40 countries in education. We're ranked dead last. But the good news is we're number one in one category. You know what that is? Cost per pupil. We spend more per pupil than any other country in the world. You look at Norway, Denmark, Sweden, various countries all up and down, Finland, China does very well in education. And then you look at us. We spend much more money than they do per pupil. or any other way, but we spend much more money than they do, and yet we're ranked this year.
He ain't lying. $32,000 per pupil. China only spends about $7,000, something like that. Come on, bro. Make it make sense. You spend money on room and board, books, all that shit just to get told you need to be a fucking fruitcake, run around with your dick out and trying to use a woman's bathroom as a man. As a woman trying to cut her titties off to be a fucking man. Men do not have menstrual cycles. It's only 2 genders, bitches. 2. We back to 2 genders. Male and female. XY and XX chromosome. That's it.
Biden's last year, congratulations, Joe. We're ranked dead last. So what I want to see is education. Number one, I like choice. We all like choice. But beyond choice, long beyond choice, I want to see it go back to the states where great states that do so well have no debt. They're operated brilliantly. They'll be as good as Norway or Denmark or Sweden or any of the other highly...
All right, so they crashing out because the money, you got to follow the money no matter what. If you're still living in a box and you're not understanding this world, the money rules everything. So when you follow the money, you follow the bullshit. The bullshit leads to everybody that was lining their pockets for so-called the country. But when literally Kamala Harris got behind a podium and said she's giving $750 checks to motherfucking victims in motherfucking goddamn North Carolina, niggas lost their minds. She lost the election right there. And she was such a... This is how you know the woman can be coerced so much that they need guidance. She literally said it's fine for her to get on a podium to say $750 to the victims of North Carolina hurricane and floods. She knew she was fucking doing suicide. Then she came out the next week after that and said Trump is a fascist Nazi, compared the RNC in Madison Square Garden to the Nazi regime party in 1939. Nazis are Nazis. Don't get it twisted. But the Nazis did what they had to do to survive for Germany. See, now, all roads lead to Israel. I fucks with Trump. I do what I need to do. It is what it is. But for some reason, Trump is still in debt to to Israel, no matter what, because what? The Epstein files is about to come out. All these niggas love little kids. Not saying Trump love little kids. I'm just saying Clinton's, Barack got caught trading kids with them Asian little babies. He like them little Asian motherfuckers. It is what it is, B. All roads lead to Israel. I'm not trying to get flagged on YouTube because YouTube be infringing on my... But all roads lead to Israel. Israel been dealing and wheeling children forever. I don't give a fuck if they flag me for this shit, but it's a fact. The guy, Rabbi Asol, I put it on my X page. He was arrested in Turkey. He was caught smuggling 168 kids from Guatemala. This is real. Sex trafficking, human trafficking is fucking real, especially child trafficking. All roads lead to Israel. They won't mention Israel with all this DOE shit. Because we need... I'm trying to tell you, bro. All roads lead to Israel. They going to leave that part out. But we're going to see who the scumbags that was working for Israel. And they not going to mention Israel. Everybody's so scared of Israel. Oh, my God, Israel. They're scared of it, man. But I'm just letting you know. The jackasses of America, everybody's renouncing the Democratic Party. Because even Trump making a deal with Netanyahu, it is what it is. He knows, like, nah, bro. You ain't gonna catch me in no bullshit playing with these kids. You gonna do what you need to do, I do what I need to do. But we gonna curb your enthusiasm with that child trafficking shit. That's a fact. It's not gonna happen right away. But we're gonna expose that shit too. Predicts Ascension. Love me or hate me. There's no between. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help me motherfucking algorithm. You already know. Follow me on Prediction Ascension on X. Prediction _Ascension _TM on Instagram. Just look out. Hit me up. Just saying. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good for anybody on any side. But we're going to prevail. MAGA comes first. God in God we trust. Jesus Christ is King. As long as we're not making this shit look like Sodom and Gomorrah, we're gonna be good. You already know.